Hello, Swivelheads. It's Greg Allison with Green Greg's coming to you on the first day of December 21. Time on deck is 23:5300 hours. It's almost the second day of December. So I hope everybody's doing well and is having a good week this week. This week has been a busy week for me. And it's been a bit stressful just because I've been having to jump through a bunch of hoops. And that's the reason I'm late here. I was having to figure out some urgent finance matters just to make sure I could squeeze through the payday on Friday. It's kind of a tight week for me. Got a lot of expenses and things cooking and shaking, and it's on the verge of shaking and breaking. But I hope everybody's doing well, but we'll get through it. That's the good news. Somehow we will get through it, and it always could be a lot worse. So I'm going to, while I'm waiting on people to come in here, I am going to dial up my laptop here and update this screen and pull it up here, and we'll start talking in a minute. So for those that have not subscribed to my channel, this is my Wednesday and Friday night sessions, especially a chance for my viewers to chat with each other and to chat with me, to be a community, a family that we are, because we're in a time and age where there is all kind of social restrictions on people meeting, and even when those aren't in place, families are a lot more reluctant to have the reunions and meetings they used to have. So we're family here on Green Greg's, and that's what this is about tonight. So we have Deborah Hayden's in the room. Hello, Catherine Sigurdsson, saying, I hope I'm saying that right, Sigurdsson, okay. She says, oh, goody, hello. And Granny Lana's in the house. Good to see you. Still Ross, good to see you. Wild Animals, hi, Gregory. Greggy Poo. And Chewy Weather, good evening, everyone. All righty, we had a little chewy weather just a little bit ago. We had some rain come through here. All righty, hope everybody is doing well tonight. What we'll do tonight, we'll go through a few things as we get into it. We'll let a few more people join. It is late, very late. I don't know how many we'll get tonight, but we have got a fair crowd with these late nights before. So we got 19 in a room, not so bad for an unannounced meeting starting nearly the stroke of midnight. How did Archie Campbell used to say that in his little thing, Render Seller? I don't know if you ever heard that before. Anybody not heard? Who's heard of Archie Campbell, the old country music comedian? Used to be on Hee Haw. He'd tell his story, Render Selling. When the mid-clock struck night, that's how he said it, when the mid-clock struck night. We're almost at that point where the mid-clock strikes night. Einstein's mom, hey, fiddlesticks, hello. My last name is pronounced Haynes. Did I say it wrong? Hayes, oh yeah, okay. Sorry about that. And Gorgeous Awesome's in the room. That is double awesome. So we'll have to read some poetry tonight. That's going to be one of our features of our Wednesday night session. I would love to start a session at 9 o'clock. We could have had Woden's, wondrous words. But yeah, let's do pretty much that. Yeah, it's got to start at 9 to be one of those sessions. But sometimes I just can't pull it off to start that. I got too many things to do. Catherine says, I seem not to be able to sleep well these days. Are you worried about things? Is it a health question? We'll have some people coming in the room. Maybe New Days Always will join us in a moment, and she might have some herbal recommendation for that. Rob Youngblood says, hello from San Diego. All right, brother. Insomnia, yeah, insomnia is no fun. I will give New Days Always a message. In fact, I need to make sure the ringer on this phone is muted. It is muted. That's probably I've not heard anybody all day. I muted it last night and not unmuted it. So I've not heard anybody call me today. And that's why. That's the problem doing these videos, is I have this tendency to mute all my phones and disconnect them. I never reconnect them or unmute them. And I miss all my calls, which is a great relief, actually. Oh, you're bored? That's why you can't sleep, because you're bored? I remember the last day in my life I was bored. I can tell you exactly the last day in my life I was born. It was 18 March, 1976. That was the last day I was ever bored in my life. 18 March, 1976. Now let's see who can figure out why that was the last day I was bored. Let's see if somebody can figure that out. That's the quiz for tonight. Why was that the last day of my life that I was bored? All right, so let's see here. I am going to try to message her if I find the right widget to send it to her. I got so many buttons here. She got locked out of her Twitter account. She said she missed me last night. I'm going to say live now. All right, so maybe she will come in the room and can advise people herbal solutions for insomnia. Wouldn't that be great? She can come in. I've seen you on Leap Project. Rob, I've been on Leap Project, probably close to 35 times now. You got your first kiss. Well, that's a pretty good guess, but no, that's not it. Good guess, child born. Now my first child was born a couple of years later, actually 4 years later, almost 4. No, it wasn't my first child born. I'll give you a hint. Well, we'll wait a little bit. Y'all, somebody get close. First kiss wasn't far behind that. Anyway, well, let's put it this way. It was an enabler for me to do things like dating. What happened the next day? You bought a farm the next day. Well, I was a teenager at this time, so no, not quite. But I did grow up on a farm. I drink herb tea for sleep, mugwort, skullcap, lavender, valerian root, hops, cinnamon bark, and calamine. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. All that was, even when I was super busy, majority of the time, couldn't sleep like a normal person. Yeah, a lot of times I'm laying in bed. I just got married. No, I was a little bit over 2 years away. No, didn't get married. First business. No, not quite. I'd say my first business was the first thing I ever got paid for. I used to have a Shetland pony, and he was real pretty. His name was Playboy, and everybody wanted to come and use him for stud services to breed their pony. So my very first money I ever earned in my life came from stud services. I was just a little kid. So hey, what can you say? I was a pony pimp. Bingo, gorgeous, awesome. I got the next day. I got my driver's license. Exactly. 19 March 1976. I got my driver's license. Gorgeous, awesome. Gets the gold star. See what all these wonderful crystals do? They just make you more seeing of things, right? What do you expect from the maker of Woden's wooden wand of wonders? See their beautiful handiwork. So I would expect them to get this. Look at that beautiful, beautiful handiwork. And they got an Etsy store where they have all these crystals, all these chakra pendants, chandeliers, and just all kind of beautiful stuff. So feel free to share it. But you won the gold star tonight. I had a Shetland pony. That's what I had, a Shetland pony. Of course, all the adults used to kid me and tease me because I didn't understand the correct pronunciation when I got that pony when I was like, I don't know, 6-year-old or so. No, I was about 5 when I got that pony. I still lived in the old house. I might have actually been 4 when I got the pony. Uncle gave it to me. The uncle ran over him with a tractor when I was 2 years old. And he was always trying to do something for me ever since then. He felt so guilty and nearly killed me. Back wheel of a Ford diesel tractor. And so he is always trying to make it up. And he gave me that Shetland pony. And I didn't quite get the nuance of the word Shetland. I thought it was something ing when I heard it. And it was the only time in my life I could say, in those days, I could say that word without getting my rear end just lit up. And the adults would all ask me, what do you call that pony? And I'd tell them what I thought it was. And they'd all bust out laughing. They thought that was so funny. It's the only time I could get away. Your birthday's on the 18th. All right, still. All right. You mind saying what year? Well, mine's the following day. That's why the last day I was bored was the 18th of March. No, it's not a human bone. This is apple wood. Because I've done so many videos on gardening, it inspired them to do gardening, get their whole neighborhood they lived in at the time involved in gardening, that they decided to give me this. And they said this was an apple in apple wood for the teacher. And I'm told that apple wood has very actually interesting magical powers. But they hand stripped all the bark and the cambium off, polished it down, and yahoo! Thank you, Gigi. And it's so smooth now. It's just it feels good to the hands just to handle. It's just so smooth. It's so pretty. I just love handling. I like to spin it in my hands just like this. To spin. So, oh yeah, this is a shungite crystal. If I'm not mistaken, shungite comes from a meteorite. Is that right? New Days Always is here. New Days Always. Who was it? Somebody above had said that they were having problems sleeping, and I thought maybe you would have some. Who was it? Somebody above. Let me go up. Said she had problems sleeping, and so Catherine, I believe it was Catherine. Yep, Catherine Sigurgesson said she had problems sleeping. And I thought you might be able to give her some herbal recommendation for that. Echoing for us says, hello, Greg and Green Fam. And Swerven, is that how you said it? K9 or SWERV. And that's how that's Swerven. LOL, my friends call me a gigolo and nickname me Swervin. Yeah, so I was a pimp. That's how I started my career. Pony pimp. Anyway, do you have FFI, fatal familiar insomnia? All right, that's some good questions. And when my kids can't sleep, I start walking them. But oh yeah, I used to walk around my little girl when she was real little and put her to sleep as a baby. I always did. Her mama never could put her to sleep, but I'd always put her to sleep. She was a daddy's girl. All right, so New Days. Let's see. Wise Owl, rest of mods. Okay, so also, for those of you that don't know, while I'm at it talking about Gorgeous Awesome, let's just go ahead and show some of the handiwork. I've done this many times on the channel, which is always some new ones in here. And guys, if you order something from them, let them know that you ordered it as inspiration from these videos. That'd be very nice. This is the healing one. It's got a quartz crystal in it. And I have around my neck what they refer to as Lemurian laser wand. All right, so exercise helps. Yeah, exercise helps. That's definitely true, especially work yourself real tired into the real tired state. All animals. I do appreciate the kind suggestions, but I've had doctors freak out on my resistance to sleep meds. Happy Gardener, my mom boiled banana peels in the drink the broth. She says it knocks her out as a sleeping aid. You know, people used to bake banana peels in the oven, smoke the stuff and seeped out. Apparently, it did weird things to them. That's not a recommendation by any means, because I don't know what that would do to you. I think that's a little nutty. I would never try something like that. I do not recommend it. When I can shut down my brain, Valerian, it helps me to relax and up to sleep. New Days, I see you're casting your wand upon us. Oh yeah, there might be some secret spells in there. And we will send extra gifts. We love our swivel heads. Well, hey guys, you'll all see it on here. I will definitely show you whatever that's going to be. I'm sure it'll be a wonderful surprise. Go ahead and put your site on here. Put your link to your Etsy store. They have an Etsy store. Guys, go in and look at all the stuff. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Wow. So, Greg, I worked as a paramedic and I saw things with ponies and pimps. Oh, my God. I don't think that was the way I was talking about it. Oh, Shine. Hello, Greg, from your favorite Blister. Blister? Wow. What do you mean, Blister? Sheila, I have problems sleeping also. I have to go until I'm ready to drop before I can sleep. My brain doesn't want to quit working. Malnutrition gives me a headache. Oh, you got malnutrition? Well, you know, you can fix that by eating right, you know, I hope. Youngblood, do you have a link to the crystal shop? Hey, you're being requested there. Gorgeous, put it in there. Put your link in. Youngblood's asking, so put it in there. They have an Etsy store. There's more THC in a specific grass than there is. Oh, really? All right. So some of you mods help out Gorgeous Awesome and add their link to their Etsy store. It's been requested, and not just by me, by Rob Youngblood. All right, guys. So we'll probably start the night out with a poem. We got 53 people in the room now, and we'll look at some smattering of news items. Maybe we'll hit a news item first. How about that? We're going to hit a couple little news items, and we're going to look at some weather things afterwards. I'll do a poem, we'll do some weather things. How about that? Ding, 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 ding. Share screen. Ding, ding, ding. Beautiful baby. But the article is a little disconcerting. Hang on, guys. Look what it says. And this is the NBC News. Now, if I come out and said this and posted it on the channel, just quoting the fine, I would probably get in all kind of trouble. So I'm not even going to utter the words. Not even going to utter the words. But this is a headline article, NBC News. Wow. Big admission. And then the first case of the crud has now been identified in the U.S. The first Omicrud, the very first Omicrud is here in California. Now, who would imagine that, right? Skull cap tea. Yeah, somebody else mentioned. There's the Etsy link, guys. Check it out. Gorgeous Awesome just posted their link. What is skull cap tea? Somebody mentioned before you came in here, Katie. What is skull cap tea? All right, but now get this, guys. Get this. The first case been identified in San Francisco. California is in the center of it once again. And somebody who returned home from South Africa. They got tested. They were feeling ill, got tested, came back positive. And get this. Dun, 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 dun. Bing. No, it can't be. Nope. Must be fake news. That can't possibly be now, could it? Oh my goodness. Los Angeles Times. What have you stooped to? Wow. Did you check that with Facebook before you posted it? I'm sure the fact checkers would shoot that down in a heartbeat, along with this article too. NBC and Los Angeles Times are getting out of kilter here, guys. Getting out of kilter. Well, before we go to the weather, let's do a poem here. Stop that share. Ding, ding, ding. Halo. Yeah, but the first person who was positive, just right. Yep, that's right. Let's see. When I'm sore and can't sleep, I add a little valerian to the tea. All right. Now what is valerian? I can't imagine. It can't be good, says Granny. Yeah, we could use a little education on some of these. Those aren't things I'm directly familiar with here in my area. It's fake news, lad. Yeah, it's got to be fake news. Fake news, man. Because it certainly wouldn't fit with anything that would be allowed on social media. So it's got to be fake. You know, Facebook fact checkers would definitely slam them for that. Dirt Riders. Good evening, Greg. I should be sleeping. And so should I. You're right. I still got to go shut off the microgreens trailer, but don't have to water tonight. Leanne took care of that, so it won't take as long tonight. Yeah, I only slept 3 hours last night. My problem sleeping isn't inability to sleep. It's getting a chance to lay down. If I lay down, unless I got some serious stuff on my mind, I usually knock you out in short order. All right. Skull cap, sleeping anxiety, stroke, and paralysis caused by stroke. Oh, wait a minute. It also used for fever. So it helps with stroke, paralysis, the skull cap. Is that what you're saying, New Days? epilepsy, nervous tension, allergies, skin infections, inflammation, and spasms. That's Wallimus. Delta 8 helps in gummy form. Young Buzz says, "Hey, you're welcome, brother. I just went on a side. I like it on a side. Passenger pigeon was a pigeon you were trying to remember. Thank you, Happy Gardener. Thank you. I think you mentioned that in the notes, didn't you? I tried to see, but yeah, I was getting confused with those pigeons for some reason. I tried, but it didn't help," says Catherine. Good to see Greg Alchemy sent him. All right. Just show how big is the space rock. Yeah, we're going to go to the space rocks in a little bit. Oh yeah, actually, this is a bit of a space rock. I believe shungite comes from a meteorite. Is that not correct? Found in Russia. You tell me, Gorgeous Awesome. You're the expert on these things. If that's the case, that's a pretty good sized piece. I've seen a lot smaller pieces of shungite than that. Applewood. Anywho, so all right, what we're going to do now. So now we got our little sleep advisement here, telling you how to go to sleep when we get through this video, because obviously everybody here is insomniac if you're up here this late, right? I advise caution with Delta 8 tension. I don't even know what it can cause increased heart rate. Ooh, I wouldn't need that. I have to work, keep my heart rate down. And usually eating tree nuts is the best thing for me there, because it has the magnesium, which is so short in there. Right, young lady, it's confirmed what I thought. Shungite comes from a meteor that fell in Russia. When a meteor strikes the ground, it's called a meteorite. Actually, when the meteoroid strikes the ground, it's called a meteorite. The flash in the sky is the meteor, the plasma flash. So that's the astronomical way to distinguish meteoroid, meteor, and meteorite. A big enough meteoroid could be an asteroid. All right. So Hennen Bildberg, 7 in the morning here in Denmark. Why, hello from Denmark. Very good. Nice to have somebody from Denmark in here in our little Nordic celebration here tonight. All right. So Shine, talking about plants. When I was a child, I picked a flower at my grandparents' house and brought it to them. They jumped up and tore it out of my hands and dug up the rest of the flowers there. Uh-oh. What was it? Was it poison? Not really bad poison? All right. Where's awesome? Wow, Emma, thank you for the heads up. 12:15 in Texas was 12:16 here now. The flowers are from the Civil War days. I'm still growing. Oh, Poppy. Hey, Cassandra, how you doing? All righty, so let's do a poem. Ding, 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 ding. I don't think I read this poem last time. If I did, correct me and I will move on. I'm going to take it 1 or 2 poems at a time till I get through this set, and then I may find a few other poems to hit after that. We're going to go over poems I wrote back when I was 17 years old, 1 year after the last day I was born, roughly. Yeah, give or take a few months, probably give a few months. So let's do a share. Ding. Flash Gordon. Saved it once. Boom, 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 boom. Ding. Boom. Close that. Ding, 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 ding. Did I read this poem last week? This is one of the poems I actually sold in high school. We wrote them, wild lettuce. Hey, Arnold, how you doing? Hey, one got 30 thumbs up and 56 in the room, guys. Help out. Arnold was 34. So let's give us some more thumbs up. I remember bringing flowers. All right. So when I was in high school, we were charged to write ballads. Ballad has a pentameter or beat in which it goes da-da, 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 da-da. You know, da-da, 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 da-da. And it's supposed to rhyme every second and every fourth line. But I also found that I can make every first and third rhyme also. And that's the way I always wrote them. And I had no trouble keeping up the beat to pentameter and telling any story I wanted to and making it rhyme in that fashion. I found it came rather natural to me. Does anyone have experience building a cob house? Not yet. I've got a friend that did one, and much work. I heard catnip is good for fevers. Wow. So here we go. I haven't seen anybody say that I read this before. After you hear it, if you recognize that I read this, let me know. And one of the things, we looked into some of the old English literature and things like that, grade high school. So this is one of the stories that was kind of on the top of the mind. And I actually, because we were all required to write ballads and a lot of kids couldn't write them and I could easily do it, I actually sold a couple of them. This is one of the ones I sold. And our good friend from Denmark might like this because this is a Nordic story. This is a Nordic story. Now, wouldn't you imagine Woden would be telling a Nordic story? The welder of Woden's wooden wonders would tell a Nordic story, of course. Old German, actually, probably is more fitting. So, cob house is made with wood put together with concrete or clay, or kind of a clay mix. There are cob buildings in England that are hundreds of years old, cob walls. It's mostly mud and logs. Could be rock, I guess, but it's usually logs or just mud. All right, here we go. Grendel's death. Beowulf was a mighty stout man, strongest of all we know. He heard of Grendel from across the land. He had to kill this foe. Wicked and evil, Grendel was he, killer of many young men. From his wrath, people had to flee till Grendel retired to his den. Frightful and terrible was their fight. Beowulf and Grendel toiled. Beowulf tore Grendel's arm off. What a sight. Now Grendel was full. Grendel jumped up and then he fled. He headed for his den. From his ripped open socket he bled. Thus his life was at end. That's a rather gory, gross poem, but such was the nature of the story. It kind of fit the literature we were reading at the time. And I sold it. I made money on this. I made $10 in 1977. I wrote this on the 20th of September, 1977. $10 then would be like what, $40 today? Not bad for a high schooler, right? Not bad for a high schooler. What do y'all think? I was born in 1977. Wow. So you're the one that taught me into reading it. So you're the one that taught me into reading these. So here we go. That was the year you were born. That's amazing. So we have Roxanne and Andrew. Which of the gorgeous, awesome team do we have here? Or do we have both of you? Which one do we have? Is it Roxanne or Andrew? See, Gorgeous Awesome's a couple. They're a married couple. And Roxanne and Andrew. I'm told the cob doesn't work well in the Northeast due to moisture. Same goes through straw bale buildings. I don't know. It seems to work in the England, and England's got a lot of moisture. They use a lot of it in England. Awesome poem, GG. Love that you have these. So is that one I read last time? I was born in 1965, says Catherine. All righty. Well, I came a little bit before you there. Both here. Very good. Very good. Very good. Good to have you both on board tonight. And the next one I'm going to read is going to be Jane about one of my buddy's trucks. And I'll tell a story about that buddy, about the two people in this story that connects to the teacher whose classroom this story took place in. And both of these are actually centered on events that took place back in our high school days. That one is kind of about me, as is that one. Loner Bill. I just captured some of the kind of feelings I might have had back in the time. Revolt. I read this one to you, The Revolt from ROTC. This is about an occasion where I darn nearly drowned. This is an occasion where I'm lucky to survive this event. Very lucky to have survived that event right there. Extremely lucky. And then the story about Bigfoot's attacks. This might be one of the most fun ones. I have probably read this maybe many moons ago here on this channel. Lips Fast Bull. That's about my friend George, who's also in the cave, in the dove hunting poem, which I also sold. Cave Fright. A friend and I scared a bunch of people in a cave one day. There's one about an ex-girlfriend. Same right there. Another one. Oh my God, when we dripping. And this is probably one of my best poems of the time. The Last Ride. That will be a special treat. It's the longest one. It was the longest ballad I had written at the time. And I wrote that in 1978. So that came a little later. I was still in high school, just before I graduated. And that's the last one in this series. That'll be the special treat. We'll finish this series up. And this series is Bolo's Ballads. Bolo was my nickname in high school because I carried a bolo knife in my car. I thought you were first person. Oh, one person. No, they're two. They're two. We're always together. Ain't that sweet? They're always together. They're a sweet, beautiful couple. That's the first time we heard that poem. All right, very good. So the next treat will be a 2-poem night. And I'll tell a story between them. Because the little bit of connections. It's kind of a ranked story, but it does connect them. Unfortunately, yeah, I'll wait. I'll save it. I'll save it. Might even show some. I was born in 61, says Sheila. I'm a little bit ahead of you. Wild Animus. 67, I'm a reincarnated flower child, I always joke. So you was born in 67. Shine, Greg wasn't born. He was put together with spare parts from NASA. Yeah, that and some baling wire, maybe. And a corncob pipe. Rocket parts and a corncob pipe and baling wire. That's a wild combination, right? I have 5 kids and 7 grandchildren. Wow. And Carmine says, I'm 71 years old. Okay, you're ahead of me then. Shy, that's funny. All righty, so we're going to go on to some other stuff here. Justin, I have 2 daughters. Well, I got a son, 2 daughters, and 3 grandchildren. And like I said, I have a boy and 2 girls, and my grandchildren are girl, boy, girl. So a boy and 2 girls. Daniel, I'm turning 61 on the 21st of December. Well, I beat you by a few months there, Daniel. On the 21st. All right. Well, happy birthday coming up, my friend. All righty. I think I knocked that out. Is it still in the share mode? Hang on, guys. Yeah, I think it is. Share, bing. Halo. That was going to do a new share. Ding, 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 ding. Flash. Good. I'll come back here to about the articles here. Oh, yeah. For those who are just joining, this is about the first crud case in the United States, first Omni crud. And where else other than San Francisco? And the first person in the United States that had it? Nah, we know this is fake news. Well, just wait till the Facebook fact finders find that. Fact grinders. Yeah, there we go. We should call them fact grinders. They sure aren't fact finders. Usually Roxy typing. She types faster. Okay. So let's look at some weather. Roxy taps faster. So which one said that? Andrew or Roxy? Roxanne. You realize what was the wife's name of? Yeah, he got married. The wife's name of Alexander the Great. He got married in Afghanistan. He married Afghani. Sure did. Poor George. Must be. What was the name of Alexander the Great's wife? There's another quiz. You hope to live long enough to get it. I hear you. Fact fibbers. That's a good one. Fact fibbers. All right. Have you decided on a name for your poetry channel? I'm kicking around with Woden's Wondrous Words or something like that. Or, I want it to alliterate. I like alliteration. Could be Bolo's Ballads. That alliterates. And, I've been writing alliterative stuff for many, many years. I always liked that too. The ballads didn't alliterate a lot of other stuff it does. Cleopatra. Bingo. Gorgeous Awesome got it. And I hope they would, because one of them is Roxanne. And Roxanne is the name. Mizra's great. Oh, you thought the name was Bruce. No. The wife of the greatest conqueror of all time, the most powerful general, the only person who ever conquered the world. His wife was named Roxanne, and she was an Afghan. So that was back before the Afghans used all the Arabic names. Yes, her name was Roxanne. Absolutely. Absolutely. Did she have a red light? No. Not at all. Not at all. I do love that song though. That song rocks. Roxanne rocks. And actually, the Gorgeous Awesome Roxanne has rocks. And so does Andrew. Andrew the Great. There we go. That can work out too, right? Spouses are like potato chips. Once you've had one, you want to have another. I'm going on a diet. Uh-oh. Child goes, Bruce, what? Genghis Khan. Now, Roxanne was the name. Roxanne was the name. All right, guys, let's look at Wendy here. Alexander, yeah, the wife's name of Alexander the Great. That's what I was talking about. Her name was Roxanne. And so we have Gorgeous Awesome as a couple. One's Roxanne, and the other is Andrew. So instead of saying Alexander the Great, I was kind of just kidding and said Andrew the Great. Well, hey, they're definitely great with the handiwork they do. They do some awesome handiwork. Sheila, 3 kids, 2 grandkids, 2 girls and a boy. Son's a middle child. Went to talk to him about girls when he started dating. And he told me, Mom, I grew up in a house full of females. I know. Oh, most people call me Rocks. Okay, Rocks. Well, Andrew's apparently calling me Roxy. Rocks. Well, you deal in rocks. That's kind of interesting. You deal in rocks, crystals, and some beautiful stones too. I believe this is one I got from you. Got some more around here. Cha-Cha is clapping. Let's see here. Well, and it's not me. One and done. Divorced a long time. Well, yeah, I've been around this a couple of times myself. Left Turn Clyde. Oh, I love that movie. Yeah. And Clyde was the orangutan in a comedy with Clint Eastwood. Yes, Clint Eastwood played in a comedy with an orangutan. Now, Roxy is a super popular dog's name. Oh. Well, that's a pretty name. That's a pretty name. I don't believe these stories about Alexander. They sounded like typical revisionist rubbish. Oh, Jason. Well, they might have been embellished on through the millennia. That's always possible. But look, the Greeks took over and influenced a whole swath of the world. So there was something to it. Something to it. The conquered people didn't argue with it. In fact, they celebrated it because apparently he brought them some new level of civilization. Honestly, okay, what were the names of King David's wives? All right, there's another quiz, guys. If y'all want to go for it, go for it. Every Which Way But Loose. Yeah, that was the name of it. That was a good. That was a funny movie. Every Which Way But Loose. I call myself Andrew the Great. There you go. Perfect. So I keyed in on that. I keyed in on that. That's cool. We're on the same wavelength. See what else? Can you give me all these crystals? We're tuning in. Woo. Now I'm too mean and set in my ways for remarriage. There you go. That happens. All right, guys, let's look at this weather stuff. We'll look at asteroids and stuff like that. We'll go from crystal rocks to space rocks. I call him Great. Here comes Andrew. Great. Here comes Andrew. Okay. I mean, I didn't put up with no gaslighting, abuse, but okay. No, Greg, I mean the stories about Alexander personally. Oh, yeah, who knows? Who knows? Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I have no idea. I have no idea. Some of us are gluttons for punishment and dip in the pool more than once. At this age, I enjoy a good company and don't want another contract. Oh, okay. Okay. Catherine, I'm Catherine the Great. There you go. We got all kind of royalty in the room here tonight. Royalty and deity. Great Atlanta. I have a married man who's stupid enough to think he can get me. Oh, one chasing you, huh? Yeah. Stay with them married men. You're a wise lady there, Granny. All righty. Let's look here at this weather. We're looking here. Windy here. Click on that. Get that to minimize. Got a lot of wind off the Atlantic coast here, whipping around. There's a little rift here. So we're seeing a lot of that kind of rift action up around into New England. Nothing like that going. Well, it starts here though. What is this about Jacksonville area? Is it going this way or going that way? Strange. That's how there's different focals around here. Of course, that kind of mirrors the Gulf Stream up till it has this disruption here. And whatever this cold point is here, I guess. So it looks like we got some warmer air going all the way up into here. And it looks like, yeah, I imagine it's pretty frigid here on the eastern coast of Great Britain. And Amsterdam, the Netherlands, Brussels. Yeah, it looks like y'all get some frigid weather there. What's it like in Denmark? Let's see, Denmark. Looks like 13 knots of wind there. Looks like it's windy. Fairly windy, 13 knots. It's not super windy, but fairly. All right, the winds are pretty calm in most of the United States, except up here at Great Falls. Looks like you got 19 knots. Spokane's got 11 knots. 14 knots right here. 10 knots right here. Boy, that's real high at 27. There we go, 27 knots there. Fairbanks is pretty calm. Call me anything you want, just not late for supper. There you go. I hear that. My wife asked if I'd ever cheat. I said, I can't afford you. How could I afford a girlfriend? That's a good one. That's a good one. We're just awesome. Roxanne means the dawn. Funny. My dad's name, Don, and we call him the Don. The Don, the Don. The Don, the Don. The Don, the Don. I got a friend named Don. He likes to crunch numbers, so I called him Data Don. Data Don. And it's like Data from Star Trek, Data, the android, which he kind of resembles. And, but when you put it together like Data Don, it sounds like, an extinct animal like a mastodon, megalodon. So it kind of is like the ancient past and the future all jammed together in the one name, Data Don. My pine trees say rain. Greg, oh, how does your pine tree tell you it's going to rain? Supposed to get to 60 degrees F in Cincinnati tomorrow. Heat wave. All right, G. We have wind blowing now in the Hood Channel, Washington. Okay. Data down. What's that data sheet you got on? Could it be a faded punch card from days gone by? And did I hear you calculate that he is coming here too late? 21 here. All right, New Days. 21. Data Dawn. What's that flower you have on? Yeah, Data Dawn was the word actually used. Oh, I'll have to pick on him now. I'm gonna have to. I married a sister of a rock star. Wow. Who was he? Ring Greg Dawn. All righty. So let's look at some rain. Let's get interested here. I like to see some weather. Winds aren't too scary right now, at least on this. Rain and thunder. Let's go back to the rain and thunder. Wow. Wow, y'all got some snow up in this parts here in Canada. Got some good snow right there. Probably lake effect snow too. So I imagine that is pretty heavy right there. It shows it like what, 39 inches maybe? No, wait, what is that? What, that is in inches. Is that 0.39? Yeah, 0.39. Yeah, right there on the coast of Lake Superior and Ontario. I believe Ontario goes from here and around, back around here, and you get Quebec over here. Ottawa is the capital. Toronto is the biggest city. Now, wait a minute. That is not Ontario. Ontario comes this way. All righty. You've got 0 dislikes. I have return YouTube dislikes browser extension. That's very good. I'm glad I got 0 dislikes. Yeah, I've had them pretty good lately with that. Daniel. Data Don, what's that code you running on? Could it be a faded punch card from data gone by? There you go. That's good. No offense to any musicians in the house, but y'all, I already know you're impossible. Yeah, I know. We're just cutting up. Don't take us seriously in the musical sphere, guys. All right, let's look at accumulations. Ding, that's what I really want to see. Now let's run it out 5 days, 10 days. Shows where the rain's gonna be. We're getting a little bit here. If I come back next 12 hours, just got a little today. All right, 5 days will be raining. 10 days, just about the entire eastern seaboard and the west coast are going to get rain. The Rocky Mountain area here, northwest is going to get rain. Plains, not much rains. Southwest, not much there either. Florida is a little bit missing. Now, a lot of this may be coming down as snow. So let's check the snowcast. Ding. Yep, there's the snowcast. All of that is snow. So, Katie, looks like you got some snow to go. Okay, it's 31 on the thumbs up, so you can see if they take likes away. We're up to 54 now. That's good. While them stuff. All right, let's see. Shane Tipple, already feeling a little nostalgic this week, and here my brain rings up Delta Dawn. I think I kind of sung a bar or two of that in a recent video. Love me some Tanya, though. Tanya Tucker. If you're not worth marrying, you're not worth sleeping with. Okay. There you go. All righty. So let's get out of this one. We'll go over to the next one. I kind of like to look at Earth. Let's do a quick spin around. See what the weather patterns are looking like, or wind patterns. Quite a rift coming up into the Kamchatka peninsula right here. There's Siberia up in here. Y'all might remember that flight that got shot down over this, carrying Georgia congressman who was president of the John Birch Society once upon a time. What's his name? McDonald. Emma Gross, love me some Tanya. That's all right. Biles, if I already read that. Don't forget Jamestown Ferry. All right, now here we got some winds. There's none of them shears, or whatever that is. Those are interesting wind patterns. There's one. That's a steep one right there. And we got one off the East Coast. Not as pronounced, though. All right. What's wind going down here and going around, going all the way almost to Hawaii and up and over. And getting, wow, this is almost like a tropical storm here. Alrighty, guys. We're not going to go much longer. Earthquakes. New Madrid. Clicking so it tells us. Blytheville, Arkansas, magnitude 2.6, 2 kilometers north of Blytheville. All right, so okay, M2.6. Been having some around El Paso, white cities. Yeah. One right on the San Andres Fault, Pinos, California, M2.5. Another M2.5. M2.6. Okay. Very, very, very interesting. All right, guys. Space weather. I hope the China Ocean hard freezes. I just hope it's, we just hope the sea state stays bad. That's a good thing to look for. Let's go back and look at that. Let's go to Earth. And click any closer. Well, there's pretty good winds in here. Just hope the sea state's too rough and do anything right now. All right. Let's go to space weather again. Bing. Comet Leonard is, they think, might be visible to the naked eye soon. You can see it with binoculars right now. You see your ornithologist in the morning. Okay. Pretty quiet at the moment. New Mad Red. Might be the right pronunciation. Oh, yeah, the Volga freezes all the way up. Wow, that'd be interesting. Some mucklups. There you go. Fur slippers this year. That'd be good to have. Judy says, thanks, guys. All right. So what was Judy saying? Oh, yeah, the oncologist. Yeah, we're praying for Judy tonight, guys. Well, it's a pretty strong, but it's coming out of this coronal hole. All that's coming out of the coronal holes. The sunspots are not much to talk about. The coronal hole is really spewing it out. Asteroids. Let's do asteroids. Our last space weather thing to look at here. Asteroids. And today is the first day of December. And as usual, it's redder looking back in the past than it is looking in the future. Why? Because we just discovered all these with color in them. More than half of everything that passes by, we didn't know about it until we see it. That's scary or what? It's what happens when you're asleep. Well, there's nothing you're going to do anyway for knowing asteroids coming, probably. Unless you know it well ahead of time. Pinatubo, Philippines, erupted yesterday. Wow. 6 active volcanoes. Let's hope it don't go off like it did in the, 92, 93. Because red skies and pretty sunsets, but boy, it made it for a cold, icy winter. Mount Pinatubo. Like I said, we hope it don't do what it did last time. Sorry. So in the past, we had a lot of close calls. We always see that in these charts. Looking forward, we don't forecast a lot. So we got to start on the 2nd of December. That's already today now for some of us. And nothing's really too close. 1.5 lunar distances on this puppy, which is only 7 meters in diameter or length, whichever it is. So nothing forecast. You give me any real concern. I like all those little tabloid headlines we saw all the time about an asteroid twice the size of the Empire State Building or the Eiffel Tower, whatever, the London Eye. And then you find out it's going to be over 4 million miles away. But now look at these. We had these all are less than 1 lunar distance. And this one here should have passed already. All right, guys, that's enough of that. Trying to stop the share, but it's not clicking for me. Ruh-roh. I wonder if my memory's freezing up here. Check on it. Stuff's not clicking the way it ought to. One momentum, please. Yeah, we're up at the ragged edge of what my memory will support. So I'm going to close a few things out, maybe help us. Yeah, guys, this coffee is not enough for me tonight. But I've been pretty sleep deprived of late. 3 hours last night. I've missed a few meteor showers. Okay, Katie. Lost. Okay, start just walking to the one in northern China near the North Korea border. What are you talking about there, Arnold? Wow. Try to read comments, read them all loud. Time is everything. Oh, wow. I wonder if there's any studies on anything. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of studies. I get a lot of, there's always active volcanoes. You know, look, Antarctica is really cooking with active volcanoes right now. I'll take my sleep line down and take the cup. All right. So we've looked at the weather. Did I stop the share? Yeah. Okay. We've gone through that stuff. Why don't we do our family thing here? Just wait till you get Windows 11, then you'll need to go back to college. Yeah, there's a pending Windows 11 update on my laptop. So this computer is running like Windows 97 or 98 or something like that. It's having issues though. Still realize this old gal still has too much to get built, and bad weather will mess me up big time. There, yeah, there you go. All right, so stop yawning. Maybe we should stop the video when I yawn. What do you think? Andrew's bugging you. Uh-oh. What's going on there, Rox? Rock's a good nickname for somebody that has a lot of rocks, right? A lot of crystals, a lot of pretty rocks. Love to start with how's the weather? Yes, when Chewy that question. Well, we just covered some weather here. All right. We've kind of talked about a fair number of things here. I think it's nearly 1 o'clock in the morning here my time. So why don't we say a little prayer and call it a night here. I got to go out and shut down greenhouse, the microgreens trailer. I like both sides now. Ken Wilson, I've always had an active volcano, but not like the amount we're having right now. Okay. So the point is, it seems there's a big uptick. Thank you. The warm GG in the shout. Should get some sleep. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. All right, guys, let's pray for Granny. She's got to go for a procedure. We'll pray for her granddaughter, Kaylee, who's been fighting some issues. We'll pray for Randy Bly of the Bee Bottle Bunny Farm. Anybody else? Prayer time sounds good. That's right. Praying for peace among nations. Ken, that's an excellent idea. Let's do that. All right. Who else needs prayers? All right, Doug and Stacy, they were sick. We'll pray for them. All righty, guys. Go check their channel out. Tell them that Greg from Green Grid sent you. Yeah, we got to go through. Katie and I got to do another interview soon. And my series, we just got to sit down and talk it out. She's throwing some ideas at me. And then might do one with Catherine. Cassandra, excuse me. I might do one with Cassandra. She's been throwing some ideas at me. Judy getting procedure. Oh, and I might need to do, Judy's getting a procedure. I'm sorry. Let's pray for Judy Dowell. I'm sorry. That's right. Judy Dowell. Thank you for correcting me there, Granny. Yeah, Judy, her daughter's Cherry. Her daughter's had some issues. I think their Cherry's doing okay now. My brother is in the hospital. I was play for Shane's brother. Definitely do that, Shane. What else? All right, let's do the prayer session. And we're getting close to calling it a night tonight. So we covered anything prepper related here? We talked a little bit about the news. Pray for the world because most of it doesn't have a clue. You're right about that. Let's pray for a great awakening. How about that? Cassandra, everybody's ready for prayer. Let's do it. And this is not a religious channel. We pray because we're family. Our families pray. So we pray for each other. All right. I'll be in Florida on January 22nd, February 11th. We'll do a workshop in Cape Canaveral. Wow, that sounds like fun. In Cape Canaveral. Theoretically, they're going to launch this big rocket that I'm working on sometime in February, so it might be just missed there. I don't think I'd get sent down for it. It'd be interesting to see it launch from a big distance. Ooh, it could go boom. I'm not going to be too close. I'm praying in agreement with y'all. May you all be blessed and highly favored during these times. Exactly. Or Greg can come down and watch some launches from the beach. Get a little much needed R&R. Bless you too, Greg, for caring for us all the way you do, my friend. Well, thank you, Sean. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. That's some dark tea in it. It is tea. Alrighty, guys. I'll let you have a treat. We haven't done this in a couple of videos. This is we're doing poetry and kind of cutting up tonight. There's no big space rocks that are threatening us, okay? That's the good news. But my flight this evening, all right. Well, I was about to say, if you're driving, you can make a detour. Uh-oh. I just tore Starship. They put the fin back on. Yeah, I knocked this Starship off too many times. Broke it up. Y'all know what we're doing, right? We need some good disco music. Hey, maybe we need this a song that New Days wrote. Play in the background. The New Days, Greg Allison song. Smell like creosote. Uh-oh. Let me tell you a story about a man named Greg. How'd it go? Poor Rocketeer. All right, let's see. I don't rhyme with Fed. All right, good night, everyone. Sleep. Well, all right, guys. One final thing here. For those that know what's coming. Ho, 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 ho. Time thinking about Christmas. What better Christmas mood than the Christmas lights and the old Santa beard. Ho, ho, ho. There we go. Ho, ho, ho. Here we go. With lights of blasting. And ha, ha, ha. And a dancey show. Ho, ho, ho. There we go. Blink your lights. Ho, ho, ho. Good night, sweet dreams, says Madam McGross. Or that can you urethane with them? What? All righty, guys. Hope y'all got a kick out of that. He says, can't have a little fun on here. So what if we talk about a lot of gloomy topics? We still have some fun amongst each other. Shane says, that's cool. Dashing through the snow, says Nini. There you go. Dashing through the mud. And one tractor open sleigh. Hey, thank you, wild animals. You made my day. Laughing all the way. How that song go? Dashing through the mud and one tractor open sleigh. Over the weeds we go. Laughing all the way. Hammers on. Anvils ring. Making nice bright. How'd it go? Oh, I got to go back practicing my song here. Greg, your main rockets are cooking. There we go. All righty, guys. New Days is sharing. What are we sharing here, New Days? I'm gonna have to click on that to see what you shared there. YouTube. Oh yeah, I got a new YouTube channel, guys. Was that it? Was this something else? What is that? To see what that is. Disco Santa. Oh. Disco Santa. Check that out. I got a new YouTube channel called Product Papas. Oh, what happened? It knocked out my chat room there. Give me a second. Whoops. Whoops. Disco Santa. Give me a second. Give me one moment. You know what? The super chats really help. Thank you, Wild Amos. They really help. Because these videos, when I do go live, they don't get. I missed that first hour that a video might normally be monetized. I totally missed that. Plus, a lot of times I tend to lose subscribers when I do these live videos for some reason. Just a few. Glowbeard, you like that, huh? There we go. Granny, love it. There we go. Saint Smack Greg, you fire up your pipe. I got a pipe back here. I haven't fired it up in a long time. Yep. Big white glow beard. There we go. Glow beard. That's kind of like red beard, glow beard. The New Days Disco Santy. There you go. Hang on, guys. Let me find something. Hang on. Oh, I think it's taking me straight to it this time. Very good, very good. YouTube's learning. She's a learning. Well, my subscribers are 1, 2, 3. How interesting. A, B, C, easy as 1, 2, 3. You and me. Ow! All righty, hang on. Ding, 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 ding. You need your mountain horn. I got some horns. Oh, Greg knows I'm a fan. That's right. Check this out, guys. Here is Product Papa's link. Greg's channel. All right, which one is that? All right, that's the video. Yep, that's my impact drill video that was just shared with us by Judy. I'll put the channel link. She put the link to my video. So go check out the video, guys. Subscribe to my channel. Jason, hey, hello. Few days I'll have to work on that one. There we go. Yeah, we got to get it in like a little record, man. Just play the record button when we're finishing up here. You got a moonwalk now. I need a moonwalk on the moon, right? Sean's laughing. All right, guys. So we're gonna call it a night here in a second. It would be cute to see an animated Greg cartoon, especially a Christmas themed one. I know. Wait a minute. You know what? You know who just told me she was doing cartoons? Katie. New days always. Katie, is that possible? Is that possible? How you know Canadian Prepper's got a little cartoon he starts his videos out with now. It's him running through some city. If you're in a city, you need to be running. All right. Hang on, guys. Maybe we got to play one video. One video, just a song part it starts out with. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Oops, not that one. Oh, I have to pull it up somewhere else, it looks like. Play all. Just get to play all. I should be able to find it here now. There it is. Oh, shoot. How did it do that? What happened? Oh, commercials. Oh, no. I want another video. Make that one helps. All right, guys. We don't stop playing. I'm going to share this. Hang on just a second. Dashing through the mud in a one tractor open sleigh. Over the weeds we go, a laughing all the way. Hammers on anvils ring, making knife edges bright. Oh, how fun it is to laugh and sing a sledding song tonight. Oh, wiggle worms, wiggle all the way. Oh, how fun it is to ride in a one tractor open sleigh. Hey, dashing through the mud in a one tractor open sleigh. Over the weeds we go, a laughing all the way. Hammers on anvils ring, making knife edges bright. Oh, how fun it is to laugh and sing a sledding song tonight. Oh, wiggle worms, wiggle all the way. Oh, how fun it is to ride in a one tractor open sleigh. Hey, ho, 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 green Greg. I was going to say Santa Claus, right? So I get accused of being right? Maybe I am. Because what I do, sleds. I have sleds, worm bed sleds. You know, Santa Claus has got to have some wormholes to get in all the little houses. I got a whole chain of them. I've already started pulling them in the woods. We got a whole new innovation here in worm farming. So, Greg, why worm bed sleds? The reasons are several. One, they are cheap to build. They're more durable than the wood. They are price competitive, maybe cheaper than the wood because I can get an IBC tote for, you can get them for the 275 gallon size for about, $105 where I get them already cleaned out, food grade, with no contaminants in them. That's great. So, I don't have to add much to them, just cut them up. And by cutting them in half, I've got almost, and flipping them over, I've got almost as much room as one of my plywood boxes, which has been my best worm bed to date, the raised boxes, because I've had less problem with moles in them. Moles, but they don't last as long. So let's do this song again. I'll put a link into this one because this shows you actually how to build these beds, by the way. Dashing through them. Wait a minute. I wonder if I can turn up the volume a little bit. Hang on. See if we can get a little more volume. Hope this don't kill us on feedback. I'll go all the way to the top with it. Dashing through the mud in a one tractor open sleigh. Over the weeds we go, a laughing all the way. Hammers on anvils ring, making knife edges bright. Oh, how fun it is to laugh and sing a sledding song tonight. Oh, wiggle worms, wiggle all the way. Oh, how fun it is to ride in a one tractor open sleigh. Hey, dashing through the mud in a one tractor open sleigh. Over the weeds we go, a laughing all the way. Hammers on anvils ring, making knife edges bright. Oh, how fun it is to laugh and sing a sledding song tonight. Oh, wiggle worms, wiggle all the way. Oh, how fun it is to ride in a one tractor open sleigh. Hey, ho, 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 green Griggs. Ho, ho, ho. There we go. I'm going to post this one into our room. Santa with no snow. But I got a sled. Bunch of sleds. Takes a lot of them these days for Santa to deliver all the toys. Santa's bringing worms. That's right. Worms are what you get for Christmas. Less CO2 than coal. There you go. That's the worm bed. So if you want to hear my song, there you go, guys. What make is your tractor? That's the Kubota. It's an old Kubota tractor. I affectionately refer to it as my geisha mule. Ho, ho, ho. Wiggle worms, wiggle all the way. How about that? See what happens when Santa becomes a worm farmer? Alrighty, guys. I think that's enough for one night. What do y'all think? You got your poetry, you got your song, you got the beard light tonight. We talked about weather, we talked about beautiful rocks and space rocks and Roxanne and Andrew, the great. And oh yeah, we gotta do frogs again new days. That won't be too long. February they'll be singing like crazy. That's not far away now. Look like a Kubota. It's a Kubota. Again, which I affectionately refer to as my geisha mule. Wild Amos, okay, Greg has his blue truck with ZZ Top background. Yeah, jolly. There you go. It's a jolly, jolly Christmas. There we go. Yes, but it has certain peace when the whole world seems to be going crazy back in the 70s. There we go. Well, there was a song back in the 70s. I like to buy the world a coat and keep it company. Remember that song? Yeah, how's all it go? It's all about peace and all that stuff. But I can't remember it all right now. It come to me. All right, guys. I think we've done enough damage for one night. It's an hour and a quarter past the hour here. So I want to thank everybody for coming in here. I appreciate everyone being here tonight. And I want to thank Wild Animals. Thank you for the super chat, Wild Animals. Appreciate it. It really helps. I want to thank all you mods for all you've done. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you all.